Like for someone that wants to get into the music industry as a rapper, like would you, or just like as any kind of creative, or like would you advise them to like do it as a full-time career?
No.
Shit, why not?
Why? You want depression, anxiety.
Depression.
Don't try. Look, this is what I think, right?
Yeah.
Do it when you have time. Expand on your other skills. Because like for me right now, if it wasn't for my other skills, I'd be a broke ass nigga. You know what I mean? I'd have nothing.
Ghana, what are your skills? I agree you do music. Apart from music,
You know,
you
there's
do
music.
videos.
In music, there's sound engineering and production. You know, I've shot videos, edited videos, graphic design, all types of graphic
Where did
design.
you learn all of that? Or graphic design?
I taught myself everything. From video, everything, sound engineer, everything. I ain't gone to school. The only thing, I went to school for a year studying music with keyboard as my major. You know what I mean? But I had been learned like music theory and all that before that. So like, I didn't go to school for none of this shit that I'm doing right now.
For sure.
Not even one bit.
Like if you into all these things, you would have literally been a broke guy.
My nigga, I wouldn't even be broke, I'd be poor.
Shit.
You hear me? It's a difference.
For sure.
Because broke mean you don't got money right now. Poor just mean you don't got money. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I'd say, my nigga, expand on your skill set. Because now, otherwise, you're going to be forced to do shit you probably don't even want to do.
For sure.
For racks. Because at the end of the day, my nigga, you need racks. I get them.
Obviously.
You can't buy electricity with cloud or anything like that.
Why is it that you don't actually have hope in this industry, and what do you think could be done to change it?
I'm just gonna be real, my nigga. First of all, the way I see it, the hardest rappers I've ever heard were around me. Even right now, the youngest young niggas who are kicking the hardest shit have kicked that shit to me, and I'm like, bro, you so sick. But I don't see anybody doing it better than me in terms of music shit, like especially without having to change your sound and change this, incorporate this thing into your music and that thing. Like, I just been doing my type of music for the longest time, and it got me what it got me. It got me where it got me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, shit, nigga, if I can't make it, nigga, who the fuck you gonna look up to, nigga? You hear me? And I'm just saying, okay, fine. That's a cocky take on it, but in reality, bro, I be looking out for artists in the sense that, like, bruh, don't put all your don't put all your eggs in one basket. I learned early on that for you to be rich, you need multiple streams of income. You cannot just rely on music. You cannot just rely on any one thing. You know what I mean? So, it's also up to you, bro. You could work on one thing and work on it until it pays off. But, you know, they also say a fool is the only person who tries something over and over again, expecting a different result. You know what I mean? And I felt like I've put myself into my music and put out so much of myself. And I feel like what I got in return isn't enough for me. Because I've seen niggas post little shit like, you know, like a cologne or like a bottle and be like, yo, we living out here or whatever. I'm like, this ain't living, nigga. This ain't living. Where's the crib at?
Yeah.
You got a house?
Like, where's your car?
Where's your car? You got that? No. You ever lived alone? You ever tried moving out the crib and staying on your ace, supporting yourself? Have you tried that? And there's very few people who've managed to do that. And a lot of the time, bro, you got to think about the resources you have at your disposal, my nigga. You can't compare yourself to somebody, for example, who you know comes from, who's better off than you, who grew up better off than you, who has more resources than you. You know what I mean? Because when you lose $1,000, you can cry. That nigga lose $1,000, it ain't shit. He gonna ask his daddy or his mama for $1,000. It's different for everybody. Like, you cannot, first of all, compare yourself to somebody else or look at a nigga and be like, this nigga look like his shit is going right. Meantime, nigga just stays with his mama or nigga stays with whatever, you know what I mean? Because you don't even really know what's going on behind the scenes. And in the bigger scheme of things, niggas generally don't know what people do to get money in general. right now, even like the influencer game, you know, like we all know how brands and, well, maybe niggas don't know, but ain't no real influencers in bots. There's girls with a lot of following, my nigga. But a lot of those people that are being followed because they're pretty, you know, and a lot of niggas follow them, you know, and you can call it content or whatever you want to call it. But it's really, we're just looking at this shorty. You know what I mean? Literally.
She can't use that market.
She can't really use the market. Like, for example, if I'll give you an example with an international shorty like Saweetie. Saweetie got 13 million followers on Instagram. She dropped an album, it sells 2,000 copies the first week. 2,000, my nigga. That's not even going wood in the States. That's not wood, that's not cement, that's...
That's mad.
Mad. She went mad. You know what I mean? And it's like, where all them followers at when you drop music? You know what I mean? Obviously, there's other things that go into it. But like, at the end of the day, if you have a following like that...
So like in hindsight, like those followers aren't actually there for the influence, just there for...
A lot of them is niggas waiting for her to show more skin. A lot of them. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's like shorties who want to look like Saweetie, so they're down to buy. Like, now it's different if she sell a makeup product or nails or something that makes a girl's appearance look better. For sure, her younger followers is going to vibe with that and try and be like her. You know what I mean? But it also shows that the majority of her following ain't really there for her music, though she might be an artist or a rapper. You know what I mean? So like bringing it back home, specifically with the influencer thing, it's a lot of pretty girls, my nigga, and they do whatever they need to do for content. You know what I mean? Let's just put it like that, content. People look at that and feel like, I want to be like this or I want to do this, and you have no idea what she did to get to where she's at. You know, wherever she's at, where she's at means. You know what I mean? So I feel like just the whole comparison thing, just comparing yourself to anybody else is a big mistake. And looking through a small lens and feeling like you can see what a person is about, or, you know, you can see how much success they have, how much money they have, that's a big mistake. For example, we made it look good. We made the whole being a rapper thing look amazing.
Like for a lot of rappers around the city, dog.
For a lot of rappers, they're like, I want to be like Ski. Niggas don't know how many places I stayed, nigga. Getting evicted, getting kicked out, having to start again, having to do this, having to do that. That time, you got shorty on this side. You can't even really do nothing for her because you too focused thinking like, yo, I need to pay my rent. I need to do this. I need to do that. You know what I mean? We made it look good because all you see is a screen. You see on a screen.
But you don't see behind the scenes.
You don't see behind the scenes. You don't know what I did for my girl's birthday. Did I have money that time? And that to me matters more than a picture I posted that same day.